I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a major mistake that will turn women off. So, I've been thinking about some mistakes that I've been seeing from you guys lately, and I thought that this is one of the ones that comes out all the time during a breakup. So, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I just wanted to give you a brief update on something that I did based on a email suggestion that I got from Becca. And she just said, hello coach. So I had an idea for you. I had an idea for you. I really love your channel and I find your voice very soothing and comforting. I've been watching your videos for about 3 months now. I accidentally started falling asleep to your videos. Accidentally? As opposed to everybody else who does it on purpose? I don't think these are supposed to be kind words, are they? Maybe they are. I began to notice on the mornings after I had listened to your videos, I felt more calm. I find your voice to be really relaxing. So I was wondering if you would set up an extra long playlist of videos for us to listen to in our sleep. Keep up the great work, Becca. Okay, so I thought about it, and I actually wound up doing some research after I got that email, because I thought about how a lot of times we listen to soothing music, or we listen to things when we're sleeping, and there's debate as to whether we actually can recall, or it helps us learn things while we're sleeping. But there is some interesting literature out there that showed that listening to music while you slept, you were able to remember the song better as opposed to the songs you hadn't listened to while you slept. There was a study out there. Anyway, I think it's interesting. And because there's so much going on in our brain at all times, especially in our sleep, I thought, you know what? It doesn't hurt to try it. And so what I did is I created a playlist, an extra long playlist that you could just maybe listen to in the background while you're sleeping at night. And you could just find that in my playlist section, and I'll try and add videos to that to change it up so you guys aren't listening to the same thing every night. But I do think that some of you guys will benefit from it, so you might want to try it. If you don't, maybe try some relaxing music, because I know a lot of you guys are having really bad anxiety. And so if listening to my voice helps you feel more calm or relaxed while you sleep, then go for it. When you're going through a breakup, really whatever works to help you feel better, that's what you go for. You know what I mean? Because it's so difficult, and there's so little that makes us really feel better. But if that's something that will help some of you guys, I created the playlist. I simply titled it, Listen While You Sleep. And, I would be curious to hear from you guys if it does help you, because I find that fascinating, and I'm wondering if voices in our sleep would be a way to calm us down too. So leave your comments and share if you've done that or tried that, or if it's helped you in any way. I'd be curious to know, okay? But today I'm going to talk about a major mistake that many of you guys are doing that's turning your ex off. And this does apply to some of you ladies out there as well. Alright, so what I've noticed is that you guys obviously are feeling tremendous amounts of separation anxiety from your ex, and you want that feeling to go away. And you will probably do just about anything to make that pain go away, because we literally feel physical pain during a breakup. There's literally physical pain inside of us, and it's the worst feeling. And what I've noticed is that many of you become very angry and upset when things don't go your way, when the breakup doesn't go how you pictured it or planned it. And you start to do things like sending your ex rude text messages or being overly dramatic. Many of you guys are guilty of that. Causing fights, blocking them, and I've kind of boiled it down to making rash decisions. Many of you guys are making rash decisions, and I talk with you guys all the time about the importance of patience, because the breakup is not going to go the way you want it to go. That's not how these things work. And you have to accept it. It sucks, but it's not going to go the way that you want it to go, and it never goes in the straight line. And you have to be patient, because I've got several guys that I'm working with right now that are slowly getting their ex reattracted to them. The ex is reaching out, then they disappear. The ex is reaching out, then they disappear. And the guys are going crazy. They're like, why does she keep doing this to me? It's just the way these things go. And you have to be patient about it. Because if you get angry and upset, and they've been testing to see how you're going to handle things, you're just going to push them away for good. And you're going to say or do something that you're going to regret. Okay? So I have a good email here that I think is going to help you see some of what I'm talking about. This email is from a guy who's in his early 40s, and he's dating a woman in her early 30s for about 3 years. Now his ex told him that when she was breaking up with him, I don't want you to linger. I don't want this anymore. You can imagine how painful that would have been to hear that. Now her excuse was, I need to have time with my friends. And that is definitely an excuse. Because, come on, if you love somebody and you're in a committed relationship, would you break up with them to go hang out with your friends? No. So, he said there were several problems in the relationship. One was that they have long distance from each other. And the other was, and now he didn't go into details on the long distance, so I don't know anything about it other than that one sentence. Guys, remember, when you send me an email coaching, you have to paint me a picture. I don't know anything other than what was written in that email. And I had a few other people that did that to me this weekend. They didn't paint a good picture for me, and then when I try and answer things, you know, they're like, well, what about this and that? And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know that? You didn't say anything about that. One of them, another one was long distance, and they didn't say it. I mean, I don't know these things unless you guys tell me. You have to paint a picture for me with an email coaching. Obviously, when this is Skype, if there's any kind of confusion, I could just say, well, wait, what do you mean about that? Or tell me this, tell me that. But when it's an email coaching, you have to think about it. Many of you guys rush to get me the email. Don't do that. Take your time, sit down, read through it. Imagine you didn't know me, or that I didn't know your situation, because you don't know me. Imagine I don't know your situation, and then paint that picture for me so I can put the pieces together. Because without that, you're going to get a coaching that is maybe feeling incomplete to you. But I only know what you have written in that email, so always remember that, guys, okay? So, now, there was another problem with this relationship here. She wanted to get married, and she had threatened him and given him an ultimatum that if they don't get married, she's going to leave him. And that was about 9 months prior to the breakup. So as you can see, ultimatums don't work, as I've talked about recently. And she tried to give him an ultimatum, but he didn't go for it, and nor should you. You should never marry somebody when it's an ultimatum. You're going to be miserable. You'll feel trapped. You'll feel suffocated. You'll feel like you're in prison. That is the last way to ever get into a relationship. You're not going to be happy with that person. You're going to be like, why did I do this? Why did I do this? So he said that she texted about 2 weeks ago. And then he said, hi, yesterday I got them. Now this is what she said to him. She sent him this text. Hi, yesterday I got the message from your friend, a girl named KK. She asked about me. No, sorry. This guy's first language is not English, by the way, so let me try and slow this down. Hi, yesterday I got the message from your friend, a Thai girl named KK. She asked me about you in order to confirm what you told her. Now, I don't know what it is that he told her, because he didn't tell me. I am okay to answer, but feel uncomfortable at the same time. I think you should know about it. He didn't elaborate. I don't know what that was about. He said, it's nice to hear from you. I didn't know. She said, yeah, I think I should tell you, so I did. Add from dating site, she said. That's verbatim. I don't know quite what that means. Add from dating site, she said. I'm assuming he met this girl on a dating site and she was friends with the girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend, and she told the ex-girlfriend that she saw him on a dating site, something along those lines. He said, thank you, no worries. Nah, no need to say thank you, smiley face. Gotta run, it was nice hearing from you. That's what he wrote. Okay. Now, this is why I thought this was going to be a helpful email for you guys. Obviously, the English was a little bit broken there, but I felt like the end of this email was going to help you guys to see the major mistakes that he's about to do. Now I feel I am at an angry stage. I want to delete all of her pictures. I want to block her on all of social media. Me off when she likes my photos. I want to call her and tell her that I feel she betrayed me and to never contact me again. Well, if you do any of this, you're going to really hurt your chances of re-attracting this woman. Okay? Why do you want to delete her pictures? You said, I want to delete her pictures, I want to block her on all social media, and then it makes you mad that she likes your photos. Well, think about it. She has now reached out to you about this other girl, and she is liking your photos. So that tells me you might be ruining an opportunity to re-attract this girl, because she might be interested. Okay, if you look at her behavior, she's reaching out to you and to tell you about that other girlfriend. That, I don't have all the information, so I don't know, but my gut tells me that you probably are going to sabotage things because you're going to block her. Why? She's liking your pictures. That shows that she's got some kind of interest. She wouldn't do that if she had no interest. Okay. He said, I am convinced she is with another man. She was very needy with me. Well, you might be right. But if you don't have the information, don't act rash. Don't jump to conclusions. Could she be dating another guy? Yeah, she could be. But you don't know that for sure. I want to erase her from my life and not be reminded of how she betrayed my trust. Well, I mean, and that doesn't seem like you really want that, because it seems like you want to get her back. So, which is it? You're saying I don't want that, but then it seems like you do want that. You said she is just a bad person and I no longer want to associate with her. Okay, well, you didn't get into a lot of details as to why she might be a bad person, but just putting a label on her like that seems kind of immature to me based on the information that you've given me. Now, there could be other things that you didn't say that I would be like, yep, she sounds like a bad person. But, I mean, you're contradicting yourself. It's like, you want her back, or do you want to just end it and just move on completely? Because if you want to just end it and move on completely, then I guess you could block her on everything if you really feel the need to. But why do that if you're trying to get her back, And I don't think that's what you want. And I think you're making a rash decision here. Okay. He said, I held off on doing any of this, but I did delete get from my phone. I'm guessing you meant you deleted her phone number from your phone. He said, what should I do now? Well, it depends upon what you want here. Obviously, if you don't want to date her, then you can block her or delete her or do whatever you want not to think about her. But if you want to re-attract her, then I certainly wouldn't do any of that behavior, because she's reaching out to you and she's liking your pictures. So those look like they could be indirect, direct approaches. I don't know. I don't know if she's dating another guy. If she is, you just got to stay calm, man. You can't be blowing up on her and, getting angry. I know you're angry. I know you're hurt. It's completely understandable. But unless you know for sure she's dating somebody else, you can't act as if she is. She had been following my social media recently. I think she will reach out again soon. I suspect around the 10th of April. Well, I don't know what the 10th of April is, but maybe you're right. I love her, but the betrayal hurts. I think she cannot be trusted, and I don't want to feel this way. I suspect I am avoidant. Well, you might be avoidant. I don't really have a lot of information to go by on that, but if you think you are, and you've seen a lot of my videos, then, maybe you are. But, yes, betrayal hurts. It absolutely does. And if your ex is dating somebody else, it's going to make a breakup way more painful and difficult. And I know, because I've lived it, and that is the worst. To not only feel like, not only did this person break up with me, but they broke up with me for somebody else. Now, how you handle that and how you go about that is up to you. If you want to say, you know what, people do that when they break up, and if we come back together, I'm just going to let it go. I mean, there's so many different ways you could go with this situation. If you're that confused, I highly recommend you do a Skype with me, because talking about it, you're going to feel tremendously better to know you can run by everything with me, and we come up with a plan for you, and we could talk these things out. And believe me, you have to talk about these things to heal. That is the best way to heal from a breakup, is to talk about it. She might reach out. She probably will. So why block that? Why block your access to possibly reuniting with this girl? Because you're sad and you're hurt? Well, if you don't trust her and you really don't think she's trustworthy, then why would you want to get back into a relationship with her again? Because it's just going to implode. You have to be able to trust your partner. Yeah, relationships are built on trust, and you only want to give the amount of trust that you're willing to lose. So, to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you, and if you like the video, put a like on there, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I do post videos Monday through Friday. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.